Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lugness Monster, and with the release of the brand new Glavis Ringworld Mandalorian, I thought it was about time to revisit our Mandalorian comparison. So in this video, we're going to be comparing a lot of the Star Wars The Black Series Mandalorian releases. Now there are a few that I did leave out. For starters, this video is only going to be the actual screen accurate in-universe versions of Mando, so stuff like the hologram version, carbonized, or credit collection are not going to be in this video. I do own all of those ones, but there's so many Mandos at this point, it does not make sense to be able to have them all in this comparison, and they really don't all fit in frame whenever I have them all out here. And then the only other one that's not going to be in this video is the original Galaxy-style Beskar Mando, and that's because I actually chromed out my version of this figure, and I don't have an extra one, but we do have like 3 versions of this exact same mold and exact same figure, so I figured it's no worries to leave it out. Anyway, taking a look at all of the ones we're going to be comparing today, starting on the left here, we do have the original number 94 Mando. This one is a classic, and it's one of my favorites. Next to him is the Mando Build-Up Pack. This one did come with Grogu, and it's the only one to have a removable helmet. Next to him is the Muddy Mando. This is another Build-Up Pack, and it is by far the most painted Mando we have. Next to him, another Build-Up Pack, the third of 3, and another Mando with a lot of paint apps. Next to him, second from right, we have the Mando, Ahsoka, and Grogu 3-pack. This is the version with the Beskar Spear, and it's the only version to have the Beskar Spear. And then last up on the far right is the brand new Glavis Ringworld Book of Boba Fett Mando. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be comparing all of these figures based on price, accessories, articulation, and paint apps. So starting off with paint apps, as you can see, these two are going to be the most prevalent when it comes to paint apps because, respectively, it's Muddy and Snowy Mando. So because of that, they have really thick, muddy, and snowy paint decos. I know a lot of people aren't really big fans of the Mando repaints and re-releases, but I gotta say, these two figures are some of my favorite Mando figures we have ever gotten. I absolutely love the super scene-specific looks with that battle-damaged Muddy Mando and that snowy Beskar Mando. They look really dang good, and they're both exclusives, and so they didn't really take up mainline wave spots from other characters. So really, really like these, and they are by far the best painted figures. The Muddy Mando has such an incredible paint job all the way around. Now, when you get to the back, it's a little iffy because there's very little paint on the back of the figure, but the cape covers it up, so I was never too worried about the paint on the back of the figure. And then the paint job on the Snowy Mando is a little bit more subtle, just a little light few snowflakes here and there, especially on the boots, the cape, the helmet. But I really, really like how this one came out. Like I said, the paint job's subtle, but it still looks amazing. Now I do have this custom Grogu pouch on here, so that doesn't actually come with the figure, but I think it's a nice addition, and it really adds to this Snowy Mando look. And another thing that I really do love about the Muddy Mando is it has all the battle damage from the number 94 armor that he got from fighting the Mudhorn. And I really love how they've made brand new sculpts for that and actually made it scene accurate rather than just reusing this number 94 body. It really stands out. Now, if you're looking for accessories, obviously the 3 build-up packs are going to be the way for you. You have the original Mando build-up pack that did come with a removable helmet, the rifle, pistol, some Beskar, and a tracking fob, as well as Yoda and the pram. So this one came with a ton of accessories, but again, it did have a pretty hefty price. The Muddy Mando is very similar, blaster, rifle. This one did come with another Grogu and pram, and it also did come with the Mudhorn egg, which I thought is pretty cool. The Snowy Mando Build-A-Pack was the most expensive. It was also the least amount of accessories too, where it did come with a Grogu and a little stand for Grogu, but no pram, no other extra weapons or accessories. It did come with a spider though, which I thought was cool, but definitely the least amount of accessories for the highest price. So when we're talking about price, the 3 build-up packs are going to be the worst options for sure, as well as the Mando 3-pack that came with Mando, Ahsoka, and Grogu. This thing was like $67 retail, I believe, and so at that price, you're paying over retail, over $24, $25 for this Mando figure. Now, I gotta say, I think the Mando with the most bang for your buck has gotta be the brand new Glavis Ringworld Mando. He does come with a ton of accessories, being the blaster, the darksaber, the jetpack, and the vibro knife, all for the retail price of $24.99, as well as the soft goods cape, which is such a huge bonus. But yeah, a lot of those other Mandos don't come with that many accessories unless if it's an expensive build-up pack. So for that retail price, the Ringworld Mando really knocks it out of the park. Now, of course, an accessory that a lot of people really like is the Beskar Spear, and this one, unfortunately, was only ever exclusive to that Ahsoka, Mando, and Grogu 3-pack, so it's locked in that pretty expensive set, but it's a cool accessory, and if that's something you really like, I do suggest going and picking up that set, because it was one of the best set releases of last year, and I really, really do dig this Beskar Spear. But as far as accessories go, he was on the lower end of the Mandos with accessories, because he was the only Beskar Mando to not come with a jetpack, which is unfortunate. And of course, articulation is a really big factor when it comes into these Mandos, so here are the three main bodies when it comes to Mando figures. We have the original 94 body, we have the Beskar body, and we have the updated Beskar body. And I gotta say, all three of these are very similar and different at the same time. Starting off with the legs, both of these two Mando figures are on the double jointed pinned legs, while the brand new one is on the pinless look. And so, if you guys know me and you watch my channel, you know the pinless look is so much better. It is single jointed, not double jointed, but you still pretty much get the same range of articulation, and it looks so much better. On the older two as well, you have the shoulder pads that are connected to the actual arm itself, while the newer one is actually connected on an O-ring on the inside of the shoulder socket. And so it is a little bit more accurate to how a shoulder pad like that would actually sit on a Mando figure. And I gotta say, maybe this one is just me, but I do think the proportions to Mando are a lot better on the newer one compared to the older one. The older one, he's kind of tall and lengthy, whereas in the newer one, I think it's a lot more proportionate to what an actual human being looks like. So really, really digging that new one. Plus, that brand new helmet mold is leaps and bounds better than the older one. And of course, you cannot forget that soft goods cape. The fact that you can actually have the jetpack and the cape on at the same time is a huge upgrade. The original two, you have to pop off the cape. I guess this one doesn't even have a jetpack, but for the Beskar versions, you have to pop off the cape to put on the jetpack, and it just looks really, really wonky and really weird. So the caped version with that jetpack is so much better. And then last up here, kind of just looking at the build-up pack Mando. He's the only one to have a removable helmet with a actual Pedro Pascal head sculpt. And a lot of people hate on this face sculpt, and I don't think it looks that bad. It's not perfect, I know, but I think it does the job, and it does it pretty well. Again, I know people don't like it, but I think it looks pretty good. And if it's possible to do like a head swap from this Mando to the new one, I would definitely try it, because I think that new Mando would look great with that Pedro Pascal head on it. So all of these Mandos have a lot of different features and are really cool for different reasons. So I'm not really going to pick a winner here because I love all of these figures, but if you're looking for the best one here, I gotta say that brand new number 94 Mando really stands above the rest of these when it comes to accessories and articulation, especially with that soft goods cape. If you're looking for some more scene-specific stuff, definitely go for the Muddy or the Snowy Mando, because those two are incredible. If you're looking for accessories, you gotta go with the build-up pack with that removable helmet. And then if you're looking for my personal favorite Mando, and honestly, just my favorite design of his armor, you gotta go with that number 94 Mando. He's a classic, and he's the reason I even got into Black Series in the first place. So that's just my comparison here. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think of these figures and which one is your personal favorite, and I'd love to chat with you guys in the comments about it. So make sure to go down, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.